Hi, I'm Joy Harris, and I'm going to show you how to make cookie cutouts. It's really simple if you practice. Once you get the knack of it, you'll be cutting out cookies for every holiday. But the main thing to remember is start with a cold dough. Now, I made some sugar cookie dough and gingerbread cookie dough yesterday, and I put them in the refrigerator overnight because you want the dough chilled. If you put it in the freezer, you're going to have to thaw it out in the refrigerator anyway. And then you want a lightly floured surface. And I'm putting it on a mat. And then you need to choose the proper rolling pin. Now, this one here with a tapered edge, it's a wooden pin. It's used more for a pie crust. And then there's also this heavy-duty rolling pin. If you like the feel of it, you can use it as well. But I just prefer the traditional rolling pin. So what I'm going to do is make sure my surface is lightly floured. You don't want too much flour on your surface, and your hands need a little flour as well. These were in the refrigerator overnight, like I said, and then I set them out just a few minutes ago because you don't want them to be, you got to get them at just the right temperature. And that's where I said practice comes in handy here, because once you've made these several times, you'll know exactly the temperature that they need to be in order to roll it out smoothly. So this dough, it's still cold because I can hold it up like this and it doesn't flop over. But it's not frozen in the middle or too cold. So I'm gonna put a little flour on the bottom, pat a little on the top, flip it, and then continue with just a very, very light coating of flour on my board here. And then my rolling pin. Now you don't really see flour on there, but there's a little bit on your hands, and that's enough to use so that it doesn't stick. And what I like to do is roll it out a few times and turn it to make sure it's still not sticking. It'll start to absorb the flour from here. So I flip it over and try to brush off as much as I can. The problem, if you get too much flour in there, the cookies aren't going to taste as good. This is rolling out quite nicely. Reflour the rolling pin as necessary, and the bottom. Very, very fine coating of flour. And there it is, nice and smooth. What I'm going to do here is cut out a hand cookie, and then just pull the dough away. Pull the cookie cutter up. And there you have a hand. But I'm going to do a cutout in the middle. So I have a heart here. Now, place it on a parchment-lined baking sheet. And if you wanted to roll out the gingerbread cookie dough, you could do the same thing and then end up with a cookie like this once you've baked it. It's that easy with practice.